and just do it. Trying to make a Nike check. But
I swear you're something special. Yeah, I'm gonna take my time with you. I know that's gonna make 'em mad. I know that's gonna make 'em mad. When you pull up with a bag. When you pull up with a bag. And all the bitches in your past, they don't wanna see you win. Hold up, no. Oh yeah, and you having big girl gonna talk your shit. Hold up, no. Hold up.
I want your body every day, you a queen.
Oh yeah.
Flowers, it don't matter, girl, that's why you're a queen.
Won't you?
Let me love you better, girl, I swear you're something special.
Girl, I'm gone.
I'm gonna take my time with you.
what's up YouTube, it's your girl Kim Kiani and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be giving you tips on how to grow in your craft. I will be specifically speaking from a dancer's point of view, but I feel like these tips are useful all across the board. So if you want to be better at video games or doing makeup or cooking, whatever, it's very helpful. I feel like these tips will be helpful in regardless of what you do. So let's get into it. The first tip I have for you guys is to take classes. When you take classes, you're opening yourself up to learn from others as well as receiving training that you need to progress. You can do that in person or you can do that by simply watching a video, because there are plenty of people who post their work online so that other people can see it but also try it on their own. And when you do that, you are learning new things about yourself, about how your body moves, about different things that you never would have thought to try on your own. So I feel like taking classes is important in your growth, in your way to progress, and just kind of help you step outside the box, which goes into my next tip. Tip number 2 is to be open to step outside the box. You have to be able to try new things. You have to be able to push yourself to do things that you have not done before in your crafts for you to reach new heights. I feel like that is the only way you will go anywhere in what you want to do. So being able and being willing, even if you don't do it on your own, just being open, just opening your mind to being able to step outside the box, being able to try new things, being able to tap into different styles. Like, the next tip I have for you guys is to know how to take constructive criticism or feedback, because everything is not negative and everything is not supposed to be seen as criticism. It's supposed to help. But you have to know how to take it from people who do what you do and people who aren't fluent in your craft, because the people who do the same thing that you're passionate about are gonna give you plenty of corrections, plenty of feedback, plenty of things that they feel like you could have done, but it's gonna be more technical. The people who were just there to support you and don't really know much about it, they're gonna give you the performance factor. They're focusing on kind of little things that they notice when it comes to your body movement or your facial expressions, or the song was kind of dry, just certain things like that. But you have to know how to just take that, and you can change it, you can work on it, or you can just take it, but you can't get offended by something that somebody says, because anything can help, anything can push you to be better. So you have to know how to take all the feedback from anybody and everybody. The next tip I have for you guys is to have your own sessions. When you have your own sessions, that is your time for you, yourself, and you to work on the new things you learn, think about the feedback that you received, and just kind of self-reflect, because you are the only one who knows yourself the best. So you know how you can implement that feedback that you received, and you know how you can get better at the new things that you try. So that is your time to just push yourself and know how to activate that fire in you. So sessions is you time, and that, I feel like that's very important for you to grow. The next tip that I have for you guys, and I feel like it is extremely important, is you have to be about that action, okay? You cannot go anywhere if you just talk about it. Like, what's that saying? You gotta don't talk about it, be about it. Like, that's important in growing in your craft, because you can talk about how you want to do this, that, and the third all you want to, but if you don't act on it, you're not doing it. Like, so you haven't even started the craft for you to grow in the craft if you don't be about that action. Like, that's just simple. So if you, let me put it in a more professional way, but so I don't really know another way to say it. Like, you just have to be about it. Like, if it's something you're passionate about and it's something you want to get good at, you should want to constantly work on it. You should want to constantly do what you gotta do to reach the level that you want to be at in whatever it is. And that's why I say these tips go for anything, because that goes for not even craft, that goes for school, that goes for work, that goes for life in general. Like, you have to constantly work towards what you want for you to get it. So when it comes to dance, that's why you take those classes, that's why you take that feedback, that's why you constantly work on what you want to work on, that's why you're always doing it. Like, for me, I'm always dancing, even if it's not real dancing, even if I'm just like, no, you're literally always doing it. You literally always want to do it, because you just your mind is just always going when it comes to that one thing that you love and that you're passionate about. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like when you're passionate about something, you cannot, like, you can't get over it. Like, you're just always thinking about it. You always want to do it. It can get annoying to other people, but that's what you like to do, so it should not matter, which goes into my next tip. The next and final tip I have for you guys, which I feel like is the tip of all tips, is to always do it for you. Your craft, I know for me, my craft is something that I'm passionate about. Your craft and something you want to grow at should be something that you are passionate about, so nobody should be able to shake the table when it comes to what you want to do and where you want to go. You should always do it for you, regardless of how many people are rooting for you, regardless of how many people are not rooting for you, are constantly bashing you. If that's something you love to do, do not let that stop you. Do not let that change you. Do not let that waver your mindset and waver your path because you're trying to please others. This is what you wanted to do. This is what you chose to do. So do it, and do it your way, because you will make it regardless. And even if you don't want to be big time, or even if you don't want to make it, when you stick to what you know, that's all that matters. Like, you shouldn't be doing it for others. You should be doing it for you, and that is the only way that you will be successful. I don't even want to say successful, because if it's like if you want to be successful with it, then go for it. But I feel like your passion, you don't have to be successful with it. You don't have to be in the lights. Like, you're doing it because that's something you love to do, so you're always gonna do it, if that makes sense. Like, you just don't ever let anybody like make you want to stop doing it. I guess that's what I should say. Don't ever make anybody make you just quit, make you just give up because they don't like the way you're doing it, or it's 50 million other people who do it. It's something that you love to do, so just do it. Just do it. Nike, okay? Yeah, those are the tips that I have for you guys to grow in your craft. I hope these were helpful. I hope these make you want to, if you don't already have a craft that you're passionate about, I hope this maybe, snap something in your mind, lit a fire under you, make you want to do something. But I hope these tips were helpful. I hope you use them in the future, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the